Well, I had to do a lot of research for this video, and oh boy, I hope that every time I applaud a company for sticking up to SJWs, it seems like within a few days they end up folding anyway. But Victoria's Secret has told the SJWs to go pound sand when they're whining about not having any dongs in the Victoria's Secret show. That's right. Victoria's Secret dared to not have a trans person on the runway. Victoria's Secret shouldn't dictate what is sexy if a transgender models don't fit into its fantasy. That's right. Another day, another non-apology from a man. Victoria's Secret issued a message on behalf of the CMO, Ed Razek, clarifying statements Razek made in Vogue about why the lingerie brand hasn't cast a trans model in its tentpole fashion show. Interesting you chose the term tentpole. Maybe it's because marketing data out there supports the fact that beautiful people sell things better. In fact, beautiful women. In fact, the data supports that women prefer beautiful women. The shoppers at Victoria's Secret prefer beautiful women. Sorry, not sorry. Facts over feelings. Razek originally stated that Victoria's Secret had not, nor should not, cast a trans model because it's not consistent with the fantasy. I mean, some folks, sure. Now Razek says the company should never cast trans models because they simply didn't make the cut, not because of their gender, and that Victoria's Secret would absolutely cast a transgender model. If you're scratching your head at the circular logic and wondering whether this statement really contradicts in any way the idea that trans models aren't a part of the fantasy that Victoria's Secret tries to present, well, folks, you're not alone. The apology read, "My remark regarding the inclusion of transgender models in Victoria's Secret fashion show came across as insensitive. I apologize. To be clear, we absolutely would cast a transgender model for the show. We've had transgender models come in to castings like many others. They didn't make it. But it was never about gender. I admire and respect their journey to embrace who they really are." The 70-year-old white male, Ed Razek, by the way, Mashable, why is that relevant? What if he was black? Would you have said the 70-year-old black male? I doubt it. I'm willing to bet that you wouldn't have mentioned it, Mashable. As one of the people who cast the extravagant objectification palooza that is the Victoria's Secret fashion show, well, you know what? Just like they say about She-Ra, don't like it, don't watch it, right? You're not really interested in watching it. You're probably too broke to afford their undergarments, which, by the way, there are certainly better options out there. But I feel emboldened to support Victoria's Secret now more than ever. Now, if only I could fit into some of their nightwear, we'd be onto something. Featuring models like Gigi Hadid or Kendall Jenner in angel wings and Scottish tartan adorned underwear. Victoria's Secret broadcast the show of Tall, Thin, Near-Naked Woman in ABC in December. A holiday spectacular. Well, boy, I feel like I'll be tuning in. I don't even need to turn the sound on. Razek recently gave an interview to Vogue about the show, the brand and its place in the lingerie market now includes more inclusive and diverse brands like Rihanna's Fenty. In the interview, Razek was clear Victoria's Secret is not a brand for everybody, nor should it be. It will continue to promote and can cater to a very specific Hadid-esque body type. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, by the way? I mean, if marketing data suggested that people preferred to see transgender people pre-op or post-op in the fashion show, one can assume they'd be there. I don't think somebody becomes the CMO of a company by just listening to what Twatter has to say. The question read, shouldn't you have transsexuals in the show? Yeah, 0.03% of the population must be represented. Not saying that you're not important. I'm just saying your numbers are insignificant, and that's the harsh reality of it. I mean, it's not mean if it's true. No, I think we should. Well, why not? Because the show is a fantasy. It's a 42-minute entertainment special. That's what it is. So naturally, Razik and Victoria's Secret had to walk back the comments. And to do so, the company issued a very confusing statement, which I already read. And now we'll see everybody virtue signaling, right? Ed Razik specifically said trans models didn't make it past shows because they weren't part of the fantasy. They aren't for the overwhelming majority of humans. Sorry. And I know I have trans viewers. And you know what? For a lot of people, overweight bearded guys aren't the fantasy either. I wonder why I'm not on any magazine covers. It's just called reality. I'm not offended by it. So yes, they did deny trans models opportunities in the past because of their gender. And I'm sure Twitter had a rational response to this. Not including trans, non-binary, and plus-size women is a choice. Choosing to never shop with y'all again is a choice, and it's one I'm making. Okay, good. I mean, my guess is you probably didn't shop there very often anyway. But let's see. Just a girl love crafting her way into your heart. Oh, you're a cosplayer, huh? All right. Well, maybe. As a trans woman who has spent quite a bit of money in your stores throughout the years, I will be reconsidering my shopping. Oh, really? Why now? Trans people have never been a part of the Victoria's Secret fashion show airing December 2nd at 10/9 Central. Ever before. Why do you all of a sudden have a problem with it now? You're doing great, Victoria's Secret. Big girls have their own brands to work for, and transsexuals. Sorry, it's one fucking thing you can't be included in. Get over it. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. And of course, even when they're posting today, now, of course, this isn't an excuse to just look through wonderful posts on Victoria's Secret's Twitter profile. Days later, still spurging out. I'm going to come in and tweet about big girl lingerie. And so, by the way, so what? Big girls already know about these brands. All right, go shop there. Let's see. Oh, disgusting that you don't support all women. This isn't a woman, by the way. Just saying. Good. Get out of here. Well, look, can't say I have spent any money at Victoria's Secret in my life. Maybe for a gift. My wife certainly has. But most consumers don't read Twitter. Most people that get on Twitter and screech about how